What up, YouTube? Anime Hound here. YCS Providence was a bust for me. I wound up scrubbing out. I was using my the Samurai, not using it anymore. But now that I got my Librarians, it's time to go back to a deck that's near and dear to me, a deck that I had a lot of fun using, and the deck that I plan on taking the Nats. Just to let you know, the 6 Samurai deck is available. I'm really looking for cash only because I need money for Nats. It's going to come with everything but everything but the warning, and 2 Shi-En, a Bryanak, and a Landois. I value the whole shebang at 300. Will be negotiable on that, but 300 is what I would prefer to get. So, you know, if you want it or you want to make some sort of a counter offer, let me know. But we'll get right down to the deck. It's quick. It's junk and debris. But what Konami would consider probably a Tengu Synchro build, which irks the hell out of me because honestly the focus of this isn't on Reborn Tengu. But we'll start off with Dark Arm Dragon. I run plenty of darks in here. Card can easily be supported in this. I have enough graveyard manipulation for me to pull it off, and I have. And if he's dead, well, I'm not worried about it too much. I can ditch him with 1-for-1, or, you know, whatever happens to float my boat. 1 Gores. I was originally running both Gores and Tragodia in this, and I decided to say bye-bye to Trag. Because I really don't have any spells and traps, and I opted to put a Caius in his place. I only run the 1 Caius because I also have Chaos Sorcerer in here at 1. I only have 2 light targets, so that gives me enough, you know, enough to use Chaos Sorcerer. Then we go on to the 3 Reborn Tengu. This card is absolutely freaking broken. It's probably not going to get hit by the ban list because only we have it, but this card is broken as hell. I mean, it replaces itself no matter what you do with it, pretty much. Of course, there are exceptions to that, but, you know, Synchro, replace Tengu, Synchro, replace Tengu. You just got 3 monsters out. He's probably the most ridiculous floater I've ever seen. 2 Effect Veilers, the only light types in this deck. I opted not to run Raikou, and instead put in the Reborn Tengus. And honestly, I don't regret it. Raikou is not that great. You really, you know, don't want to open up with Raikou first turn. And honestly, you don't want to be milling the Tengus off, considering the benefits that Reborn Tengu gives you, being a 1700 beat stick as well as replacing itself. Then we got 2 Dopple Warrior. Like I said, this is a junk and debris. It's a Dopple Junk and debris. That's why, you know, they're going to call it Tengu Synchro, and it's not. This card plus Reborn Tengu plus Junk Synchron or Spore or Glow Up Bulb is absolutely amazing. It gives you greater options. What you wind up doing is you use Junk Synchron or Debris Dragon to bring back Spore or Glow Up Bulb, or the one of the 2 Effect Veilers. So you get 2 tuners out, you drop Dopple Warrior, you Synchro the level 1 into, let's say, let's say Reborn Tengu into Librarian, and then you proceed to Synchro out your ass from there because you get the 2 Dopple tokens. So you do, you know, you Synchro, you know, if you're using Black Rose, if you're using Debris Dragon, you Synchro into Iron Chain, and then from Iron Chain, you draw 1, and then from there, you Synchro into a level 7, or if it's Junk Synchron, you know, you bring out the level 1 Synchro, and Synchro Tengu into Librarian, you get the 2 tokens, Synchro into a level 4 into Army Arm, then Synchro into Formula Synchron, draw 2, then Synchro into a level 4, and then Synchro up from there, get 3 draw. It's like a +3, +4. Card's amazing. Then we've got Card Trooper. This is my mill. 1900 beat stick, allows me an extra draw. Level 3 target for Debris Dragon. Of course 2 because he was hit to 1. I mean, honestly, we only have 3 targets for him. I used 2 Black Rose and Iron Chain. Next set we get another level 6 Dragon Synchro, so that's going to be really good. And we have, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. We also have, we got, your generic, you got Stardust and Scrap Dragon, Trishula. But, in most circumstances, I was originally running Junk Synchron in here and opted to drop him for a second Black Rose. So I probably not going to regret that. And then we got 2 Junk Synchron. Again, another graveyard recursion card. Use, Debris and Junk Synchron to pull back another tuner, drop Dopple Warrior, so on and so forth. Gives you options for Colossal Fighter and whatnot, who can become quite big in this deck considering you're running Warriors. And we've got 2 Lone Fire Blossom, your standard Plant Engine, Spore, Glow Up Bulb, and Dandelion. I really don't need to explain those. And Sangan. Another Dark type. Makes good. Level 4s if he survives, drop him. He's not a bad opening play to, see what your opponent's going to do, drop him. You can, I've gotten several, but you can get some pokes off with him for 1,000 damage. That's the monster lineup. It's a rather high monster count, but it works. Then we've got 2 Pot of Avarice. I only run 2 because the build is rather tight as it is, and honestly 3 clogs the hand way too much. So this is, I'm actually quite happy with 2. And we've got double MST. You got to run it out. Staples, Giant Grenade, another staple card. 1-for-1, Foolish Burial, helps aid in the graveyard. 1-for-1 helps me ditch those dead cards. If I happen to draw into a Dark Arm, then there doesn't seem to be any way in the near future that I'm going to be able to drop it down to 3 to drop them. Ditch it for a ditch him with 1-for-1 to bring out a level 1 tuner. Those kind of shenanigans. Mind Control, because I synchro so much, I can take one of my opponent's monsters and aid it. It's, you have to. I mean, you synchro so much. Reinforcements of the army. Junk Synchron and Dopple Warrior are warriors. If you're going to make a big play, you use that to get what you need at the current time, whether it be Junk Synchron or Dopple Warrior. And you go on from there. Then you've got, staple cards again, and Dark Hole and Monster Reborn. Now we got traps. I only run 6. We got 2 Limit Reverse. Another way of getting out Dopple Warrior, because I'm bringing monsters back from the graveyard. Synchro from there, or just added Synchro power. Call it a Haunted for the exact same reason, but it also gives me access to some monsters that are greater than 1,000. Torrential Tribute. You drop a Tengu out on the field, you get an attack through, they summon a monster or get ready to go off, and you torrential the field and you still retain Tengu. Mirror Force, Staple, and Solemn Judgment, because I need some form of pre-negation. Then we've got the extra deck. I'm not really going to go into the side deck because that's really in a state of flux right now, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go with it. 1 Shooting Star because he's relatively easy to get out. 1 Stardust Dragon because I only really need the 1. Trish, Bryo, double Black Rose because I don't have Ancient Fairy Dragon, and honestly I would rather have a Black Rose than Ancient Fairy because the only matchup that Ancient Fairy is good with is against Gravekeepers and apparently Agents, depending on what build they're using. or you're just going to stall behind him, and I'd much rather not. Level 5's Ally Justice Cataster and Tech Genis Hyper Librarian. This card is stupid. Probably get hit to 1. I have more of these coming in. I'm going to have them for sale. So if you guys want them, let me know. Like I said, this card is stupid. Armory Arm, level 4. He's pretty much just a stepping stone synchro. Another thing about Librarian, again, I'm going to repeat, he's stupid and broken. Just so many pluses to be had. Scrap Dragon, because he's amazing and it's pretty much a staple. Arcanite Magician for those situations. If I happen to take control of a Gravekeeper and can synchro up, my Chaos Sorcerer, Bulb, remove Synchro Arcanite, remove some field, remove a bunch of back row monsters. Colossal Fighter, because he can be relatively big in this, especially in the mirror match, and he can also, I always had a fondness for him because he can make the game really difficult for your opponent. That bad card, Iron Chain Dragon, because he's bad and he's a level 6 target and you need it. And 2 Formula Synchron for ridiculous draw power, especially if you have Hyper Librarian out. So that's it. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Again, I have the 6 Samurai deck up for sale. Again, I always give you guys the first shot here on YouTube. If you want it, let me know. If you don't, whatever. I'll put it up on eBay. And this is Anime Hound out.